is like a small government. So what's your plan for this area?
So that's a great question. When I talk about...
And also my second question is, what's your status for the gun control?
Sure. Two great questions, one on government and one on guns. First on government, we're at a unique point in history. I'm not the kind of Republican that's going to stand here and say we need to eliminate agencies of the federal system. What I'm interested in focusing on, he's going to have to work with me in Congress. So what I'm going to do in Congress is focus on efficiency. And here, many folks in the room are within 5, 10, 15 years of retirement. The statistics are that within the next 5 or 10 years, something like 15 or 20% of the federal labor force is going to turn over. Those young people in our community, those millennials, are on the cusp. We have an opportunity to talk about how we can let people retire and how we can replace those people and replace those old, outdated systems in the federal government, that federal bureaucracy, with better technology, payment for performance, a system that rewards the individual employee for working hard. That's not the case right now in a GS-15 schedule with 1.2% pay increases per year. That doesn't work. And it ends up with the same old system that we have. So I would like to focus on that. When it comes to guns, this is a critical issue. There's no level of gun violence that is acceptable, in my mind. We need to focus on the root cause of not just gun violence, but of violence. We're talking about desperation. We're talking about economic anguish. We're talking about mental health conditions that go untreated too often. I support background checks. We need to enforce the existing laws that we have, but we need to do more to grow the economy so that people have options, so they don't feel desperate, so that people can go and seek mental health. When I've got an achy elbow or a weak knee, whatever it is, I can go to the doctor. We need to reduce the stigma for people who feel like they have a mental health issue that they need to work out, to be able to go and do that without the stigma that's associated these days. And I think that that's something that I'm willing to lead on, because we need to make sure that bad guys don't have guns, of course. But we need to protect our rights to due process under law, so that if someone is trying to take away my right to vote, my right to bear arms, whatever it is, I know about it. That's what I'm concerned about. We have those rights to due process. The government cannot do whatever it wants. And I'll be earnest in defending those constitutional rights and growing the economy.